Start it up. Just a good start. Alright, let's head up. Alright guys, today I'm going to be talking about my car that I own. I currently own right now a 2002 Nissan Sentra SCR Spec V. It's a 4-door sedan, front wheel drive, 6-speed. Sorry, I had to slow down because there's a bunch of, it just rained, so there's a bunch of puddles everywhere, and I don't want my cold air intake to suck up the water. But yeah, so I bought this car for about $3,500. That was with the car, the license, the plates, and all that, the taxes and stuff. I bought it bone stock. I bought it pretty good. It was I actually got a really good deal because it was set for like almost $4,200 I think, and my friend, her dad owned the dealership, so because I knew her daughter, like, he gave me a discount or whatever, and he was like really nice about it, and he almost dropped like $1,000 on this car. So this is my first car. It was a 6-speed manual. Before I bought this car, I did not know how to drive stick, but I knew I wanted a sports car. I knew I wanted to learn how to drive stick shift. My dad knew how to drive stick shift. My cousin knew how to drive stick shift. So when I first bought the car, my dad showed me how to drive stick. I didn't get it the first day because I knew, like everybody, I had problems getting out of first smoothly. Like, I knew the whole concept and stuff, like the basics kind of stuff of stick shift because of like knee for speed and stuff like that. But I wasn't good at it. So, but then after like a couple of days, I got the hang of it, and now I think I'm pretty decent at driving stick shift. I've had this car for over a year now. Like I said, I bought it bone stock. The engine was good, but for like these cars, these engines have two main problems I have with them. It's the stock exhaust manifold and the butterfly valves. The OEM exhaust manifold, there's a catalytic converter in the exhaust manifold that it's like a ticking time bomb and it blows up. So unfortunately, that's what happened to me when I bought my car. Like, after a couple weeks, the exhaust manifold blew up, and it sounded like a fluttering sound. It was like a like, that's what it sounded like when I would drive. And before I got this car, I really didn't know a lot about cars. I didn't know I mean, I didn't know a lot about cars, and I wasn't really super into cars. I liked them and everything, but like, I was never really into the whole tuner scene or car culture in general until I got this car. I knew when I got in my first car that I wanted to get into cars. So when I found this car, that's what basically started my whole thing with getting into cars. Camera's getting shaky. Sorry if the quality is gonna be shaking. I just have you guys on my phone, standing on my car. So yeah, really well. Yeah, so I replaced the exhaust manifold again with another OEM exhaust manifold, which is what you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to buy an aftermarket header. Back then I didn't know that. So after like doing research and stuff, and I wanted to do my first mods and stuff, I eventually got a header. But my first mod was my exhaust. My first exhaust was a Megan Racing Catback, and it sounded pretty decent. I really liked how it sounded. And after that, I got a 2J Racing cold air intake. I installed that, and after I installed my 2J intake, my car started popping a lot, and it would pop loud. I would rev it up to like 2,500 RPMs. Just in neutral, and it would pop, pop, and it would just make some awesome sounds. And it sounded really, really good with the 2J Racing intake and the Megan Racing Catback. It sounded really good. And then eventually I got an SRS header. I installed that by myself, and that took me forever. Like I said before, I wasn't into like mechanic and like installing car parts and all that stuff. I didn't know anything about that. My friends did, my cousin did. But I mean, I wasn't really into that until I got my first car. But I started learning all this stuff on YouTube, watching a bunch of YouTube videos and tutorials on how to install car parts and stuff. So all the installs I did it myself. I did them with my friend Jacob. He helped me out. I remember we installed my catback when it was almost below zero, and we were in my garage. And my car didn't fit all the way inside my garage, so we had the garage door like closed only halfway. So we were freezing our butts out, but we got the install done. I did the header by myself. That took me like a whole day because I didn't have the right tools, and I kept having to run back and forth from Home Depot to buy the right tools. Got that in, so I got my cold air intake, header, exhaust, and then eventually I got my coilovers. I got race day coilovers. I bought them off a guy off forum. I forgot how much I paid for them. I got a good deal. They were used, but I mean they were still good. And I lowered my car. The fronts are lowered, I believe, like 2.5 inches, and then the rear is lowered 2 inches. I plan to slam my car in the summer, so I'll adjust that and make a video on that. But yeah, eventually I got rid of, because after I put the header, I don't know if it was the header itself or what, but my car started sounding really raspy, and I did not like how it sounded. So I thought I would need it. I thought it was the muffler that made it sound bad, so I got a ManaFlow muffler. So I welded that on, but that still sounded bad, so that sucked because I wasted money on that, and it still sounded bad. So then eventually what I did is I disconnected the muffler from the pipe, and I added a bolt between the rest of the exhaust and the muffler pipe. So I had like a 1.5 inch gap in between the pipe and the muffler. So it was kind of open. It was open. That made it sound better, but there was still some rasp. So then eventually I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna take off the muffler and see how that sounds. So I took that off, and it was loud, but it definitely sounded a lot better. It was really loud, but the pipe ended like behind my car. It was still under my car, so when I would drive, the whole car would shake and vibrate. So I had my friend Gustav. I had him weld me a pipe that would fit the rest of the exhaust system. So now I'm basically kind of straight piped. I have one resonator, one cat, and the rest is just pipe. And now I think it sounds better on video. It still sounds really raspy on video, but in person it's really loud, and I think it sounds pretty good. And now I even the other day I was with my friends, and I launched my car, and I brought it all the way up to red line. Well, I shifted right before it hit red line, and I shot a flame. So now my car shoots flame, and I'm naturally aspirated, so that's pretty cool. Because normally these engines run rich out of the factory, which is why they also pop a lot. So yeah, that's basically what I have on my 2002 Nissan Sentra SCR Spec V. It's a long name. This car is actually inspired by the Nissan Skylines. At least the front bumper is. On the 2002 models, the front bumper is inspired by the Nissan Skyline, the GTRs. So that's a pretty cool feature, because that's my favorite car in the world. I love the GTRs. Hopefully I own one day. So yeah, the other things I love about my car is this red interior. This red interior is stock like this, and the previous owner left this interior very, very clean. And I'm trying to do the same thing too. So yeah, that's basically it for my car. Eventually I plan to do more mods. I want to do some like lightweight pulleys also from 2J Racing. But currently I'm burning oil, so I've read on the forums that if you burn oil, it could be the piston ring. So I'm thinking that's what it is, and that's going to be a pain in the butt to replace. But we'll see. Maybe that'll definitely be a summer project. But my plans with this car is, for the summer, I'm planning to slam the car. So I want to lower the car like another inch. I'm planning to plastic dip my wheels white, just to give it a new look, because I've been running this. Oh yeah, I got XXR. Forgot I got wheels. I got XXR 530 wheels. I think think they're 17 inches by, I believe 8.25, I believe, and then the offsets plus 25. And then I got Nanking summer tires. They're 235s by 40, I believe. 235, 40. So I got those, and those grip really, really good when it's warm. Right now it's winter time, so the road and the temperature, everything's really, really cold. So anytime I try to launch this car, I'm just spinning first, second, and third. I'm just spinning and spinning. But when it was warm, I wouldn't even spin out at first. So these tires, I'm really, really happy with the tires I got because they're really good and they grip very well. So other than that, that's basically it. I got other like aesthetic mods, like I got a custom lip, it's a custom 2-piece lip that I have. So, and some what do they call it, stabilizing rods, and I just got some tins. Actually, I'm headed to the tin shop right now because I still got some bubbles and I need them to fix that. So yeah, but other than that, that's it for my 2002 Nissan Sentra SCR Spec V. Stay tuned for more videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy this content, and I'll be sure to try to include my other friends because they got some pretty decent belts too. So yeah. Go under a tunnel. On video it's probably gonna sound really raspy, but in person it's just really loud and sounds pretty decent.